Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States. And we're going to be taking a look at Deep and Dot versus Wilflow, the elimination battles. It looks like there's 7 of them, which is insane to me. I love it. I don't know if that's because they couldn't find a winner or if they were going to go through all 7, go through the whole shebang, and then they're going to pick a winner from there. But the important thing is that I am very much looking forward to seeing what Deep and Dot brings to the table as their last hurrah, because we do know that they are no longer a part of the Street Woman Fighter series, because I have already reacted to the Hwasa challenge at this point and they were not included in that. But all that to say, thank you for deciding to join along this ride with me, and I look forward to watching this with you guys. Let's get started.
You guys ready?
Okay, so the 1v1, this is the full cam. I love this. Yeah. I think this is probably one of my favorite freestyle sets from her. I loved that.
Beavislick from Uflo.
Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I love that. Oh, that was fun. I actually really like that. Okay, so let's just take a look back here. So we started with Deep and Dot's side. Locker Z. How she sets this up, I really love how she sets up her energy. It's really enjoyable here. I can see her fundamentals, but I really like how she's approaching her music. Her music, you can tailor locking to very well, and I really like her aesthetic too. I really like her outfit. It really helps here, but it makes it look very femme with the sheer corset. Yeah, how she's hitting ba pa pa pa, and how's her combinations here into her locks. And her groove, I really like. It matches the music really well. That boom with a wave and the melt. Wow, I love that point. So fun. Very nice. Yeah. I just love her combinations here. I mean, of course, they definitely have more of a textbook feel, but I love her approach in this with the music. It's not overpowering. It feels like her, and I feel like I got to see my most authentic version of Locker Z in this context compared to when we saw her in the battles earlier in the previous episodes. I really like, I just seeing these elimination battles, they just hit different. I remember seeing Wilflow versus Superkill, like those just hit different compared to the regular 1v1s of the crew versus crew. These have that extra grunge of we want to stay, right? And so it just, part of it, there is an astronomical amount of pressure, but also the pressure is different than what we've already experienced in the previous episodes, right? And so I just feel like we're able to see some of people's best runs in this context, you know? So now we're moving on to Beavislick here. Beavislick, I feel like everybody knows, as well as myself, we know how consistently strong she is as a battler, you know? This melt here, oh, just grooves and vibes with the track that she has. And the energy she brings to the table is so wonderful. Utilizing her hat to create a pattern is super fun. Nice. It just feels like an exchange. I mean, it is a battle, of course, but it doesn't feel like as cutthroat as what we've seen in the past battles. Now, we have seen a similar setup. She has done something similar to this, but I also want to factor in, just because we've seen a fingerprint or an influence of moves that we've already seen them do in previous episodes, it doesn't negate what they're able to bring to the table with it here. You know, there's a reason why people have styles. There's certain textures, techniques, and sequences that we create that help create that particular movement, or that what makes the style what it is. There's natural integrations of setups that you do within the craft. And so I don't want to say that you're not allowed to do that. I feel like I have no place to say that, nor right to say that, and I would be beating a dead horse towards myself, because everybody utilizes movements that are, you know, for me it's a wave. I enter and exit waves all day long, and if somebody tells me, hey, you can't do an entrance or exit wave anymore, I'm like, what do you mean? But now, should I feel convicted to try to explore it as much as I can if I'm in a particular competition circuit? Yeah, but this show is very long, weeks and week differences between these battles that we're seeing. So I understand that going in the forefront. Just seeing a lot of her patterns. I love her legato just dynamics and technique, just drifting between all of her movements are so stable. Her transitions are so nice. Yeah. I love how she's just utilizing and rolling on the floor. I love this so much. And using the side. I really enjoy it. I loved that. Yeah. Okay, if I had any say in this challenge, and here's the thing, I don't know if it was exclusively the fight judges, if it was the other crews, or if it was the audience. I don't know who made this, and that's okay. All I can do is talk about my own opinion. If I were to be a judge or have influence in this, I would probably vote for Locker Z for this challenge or for this battle, because she brought different techniques. I really loved her pocket. It was different than what I've seen from her. I also noticed that she explored her music in a really tasteful way, in a way that helped me hear the music in a different way, which shows innovation in her craft, but then also, or it shows her understanding and fluency of herself as an artist. Also, regarding Beivyslikk, a lot of what she did I really liked, but there were certain aspects, like, you know, she rolled on the floor, transition from point A to point B. It really looked like her, and she used her time very wisely, but I feel like Locker Z had more, as she brought more content to the table to be analyzed. I feel like Beivyslikk did as well, but some of her movement was difficult for me to not compare to the last time I saw her execute something of similar quality, and kind of going from there. But honestly, both of them are pretty neck and neck on this. I wouldn't honestly, like, that could have been a very easy tie as well. That wouldn't have been the determining factor, in my opinion, on whether or not Deep and Dop went home, you know. But I mean, this was really a really nice run, and I'm so glad that Chum released a full cam so I could appreciate it. That was great. Wow, this was just so phenomenal. I thank you guys so much for watching this with me. I wanted to do this whole elimination just as one video, at least for Patreon. It's a video all in one, but if it's separated on YouTube, it's probably because of copyright. But I am so humbled to have been able to experience the show in this way, be able to create these videos so we can continue to have dialogue together, asking questions, asking tough questions, or really going deep on some of the context of a lot of these challenges. I know for me, I end up learning about criteria or the context behind a lot of the woes and struggles of a lot of crews once it's subbed, or whenever other people are able to watch it prior to myself. So I feel like I learned so much more after I do the analysis, that sometimes I do feel bad that I wish I had the full picture before watching so I could have a more gracious eye. But I also know too that some of the objectivity comes from not knowing the emotional circumstances that can emotionally sway me one way or another. So I see there's pros and cons to both, but I've always been very thankful of the fact that there's so many of you guys just through the course of this past month and a half, just your support and your commitment to watching the show alongside me and providing so much knowledge and insight, that I feel like I've grown so much as just somebody who observes and analyzes these types of things. a different community of movers, you know, and I just feel so humbled to be in a position where I'm able to exchange my knowledge by learning knowledge in return, you know, and I think this is just so incredible, and I thank you guys once again for being a part of it with me, and I look forward to the discussions on this. I think I got more emotional in this one than some of the other battles. I think with a lot of battles I don't really get like super emotional on, but I think this is the first time for this season that I feel this way. But I think I wouldn't have it any other way. I think Deep and Dop left on one of the highest notes they could have, and they should be so proud of what they brought to the table during this series. This was great. Man, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.